From Ticker News, this is Ticker Today.
Hello, I'm Aaron Young. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order extending the deadline for tariffs on Chinese goods by 90 days. The tariffs were scheduled to resume Tuesday, but will now be delayed until mid-November. The decision follows recent trade negotiations between the US and Chinese officials in Stockholm. Now, if the deadline hadn't been extended, tariffs could have increased to levels last seen in April, when tensions between the two countries were at their peak. The extension reflects the unpredictable nature of US trade policy under President Trump, as he has often modified tariffs with little warning. Bitcoin has surged past $122,000, approaching its all-time high of approximately $123,000 following President Trump's executive order permitting 401k retirement plans to include cryptocurrency. The new policy could lead to significant demand as millions of American retirement accounts become exposed to Bitcoin. Spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds have now attracted $253 million in net inflows over the past week, with BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust contributing most of the growth. The total market capitalization of these ETFs is now nearing $150 billion, reflecting strong institutional interest. Meanwhile, the broader crypto market has also thrived, with Ethereum surpassing $4,300 as analysts maintain an optimistic outlook on Bitcoin's future potential. Expedia shares have risen nearly 12% following a positive outlook on travel bookings. The online travel agent has updated its full-year forecast, indicating a recovery in US travel demand. CEO Ariane Gorin has noted an increase in travel interest since early July. The company anticipates gross bookings growth of 3% to 5% this year, slightly up from previous estimates. Analysts suggest that bookings could further grow to 7% in 2026 next year, as consumer confidence in travel now continues to improve. Let's see what's happening on the markets now. Stocks declined Monday as traders prepared for important US inflation reports later this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by 200 points, closing at 43,975. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite also recorded losses. Investors are particularly focused on the Consumer Price Index and Producer Price Index, which will influence interest rate decisions by the Fed Reserve. Now, economists predict a modest rise in inflation for this month or July, with concerns that higher figures may affect market trends. Additionally, President Trump has signed an executive order extending tariffs on Chinese goods for another 90 days, which investors have been left impressed with.